We've always been told that a visit to the Canadian Rockies is a must during any trip to Alaska. So that's what we're doing today. Lake Louise, Moraine Lake, and then the Icefields Parkway as we slowly make our way to the 49th state. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Here we are, arriving at Lake Louise in Alberta. It is a little smoky, but hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. One can only hope, right? We're staying at the Parks Canada Campground here, which has two sections. One for tents, pop-ups, and other soft-sided vehicles, surrounded by electric fence. And another one for hard-sided RVs, like us. And the reason for that is we are in bear country here, and they make sure you're aware of that. It is a pretty large campground, only electric at the site, but there's a potable water and dump station. All sites are double, and I think this is ours, but I think it would be better if we come in from the other side, so our door faces our picnic table. Yep, this is it. We are so excited to be here. We've been hearing about Banff National Park for such a long time. This, by the way, the Bow River, the same one we saw in Calgary. This very swift current. It's beautiful out here. This video is sponsored by RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding, and let me tell you, we've now had ours for several months, and it's been a delight sleeping in the RV. On the road, through different time zones, wonderful sleep, day and night compared to the stock mattress. RVmattress.com is a Brooklyn Bedding brand, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality. These mattresses are made right here in the USA, and shipped conveniently to you for free. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even all kinds of RV-specific and non-traditional sizes. And Minitini IV here came with a short queen, which is 60 by 74, which is one of those non-standard sizes. And we've got the Aurora Lux, which is a hybrid with advanced cooling technology, medium firmness. Very comfortable. By the way, very easy to buy online. And as I mentioned, free shipping. It comes right up to your doorstep, vacuum sealed and rolled up inside a box. And even though our trailer is tiny, it was still pretty easy to get it in the bed and unroll it. And the only thing, if you notice, when I deployed it, I didn't realize it was upside down. But luckily I was able to get it right side up fairly easily. Since Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all their RV mattresses in their own factory in Arizona, they are able to use premium materials at a reasonable price with no middleman bringing up the cost. We just love our RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I know you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out RVmattress.com. You can click the link below or go to RVmattress.com/TravelingRobert and get 25% off your mattress with the code TravelingRobert. And that way, you also help support our channel. Now, let's continue. Well, good morning. Check it out. It looks like the smoke has cleared out a little bit. And today, we're taking the shuttle to Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. But first, we have to take another shuttle to the park and ride. So that's where we're going first. Whew, good morning. It's cloudy, but at least it looks like the smoke is better. All right, every 30 minutes, and this is where we're going. Executive shuttle, there we go. Okay, here we are. Let's check in.
Here we are at the park and ride, and there's a ski lift. Cool. I believe this is our ride. We're going to do Lake Louise first, and hopefully the sun will come out at some point. This is so nice. Luxury accommodations for sure. One day perhaps.
It must be that way. And this is our first look at Lake Louise here. The weather, not perfect, but it could be far worse. At least it is, not raining, or the smoke has cleared out a little bit, and the sun even wants to come out, so I'm not complaining. We're gonna do it's like a trail, an easy path that goes around the lake, and that's what we're gonna do first. What can I tell you? That's that iconic view. And as I was mentioning, the weather could be better, but it could also be worse. So, the sun is actually even trying to come out there. So we're gonna, there's a trail that goes kind of around the lake this way, and then we're gonna go to Moraine Lake. And back here, well, I don't think we can go in, but that's the Chateau Lake Louise. Actually, it says restaurants and shops, so maybe we can.
There it is, the majestic Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. Originally developed by the Canadian Pacific Railway at the turn of the 20th century. It exudes luxury and opulence with these magnificent views of the lake. The mountain almost looks like a painting. The effect, in part due to the remaining smoke in the air. The water has that milky turquoise tint typical of glacial lakes, which I hear looks much better on a sunny day. More than a hike, it feels like a pleasant stroll along the lakeshore.
Beautiful hike so far.
I love the contrast of the red canoes against the milky water. Looking back, we can already see the chateau on the other side. The sun starting to peek out from behind the clouds. I thought that might be a waterfall, but no, it is just snow. Can't help but think of all the bears and other wildlife hiding behind all that vegetation. Luckily, it is a very well-trafficked trail.
Okay, let's see if we can make it all the way to that beach. And I imagine it will be through here. Because that other trail goes somewhere else. Oh yeah.
Oh, what a view. What a view.
We've made it to the other side of the lake. It's like this beach here and a creek. Maybe we can cross the creek somewhere, but over there, let's see if we can get a view of the big mountain on the other side of the lake. We'll see. Now that looks like a difficult climb right up there. All right, let's begin the return trip. Same way we came, all the way back to the chateau. Well, that was a fairly easy stroll. Now we have to go all the way back, and it is a little over a kilometer, I think. The only thing is we forgot to bring water, so we're kind of thirsty at this point. I'm sure we can find something.
I'm glad we came early. It is getting a lot more crowded now.
Well, I guess it was closer than like 2 miles. I guess it was closer to like 2 miles one way. But anyway, very cool hike. I just, you know, the Sunshine State, Florida guy in me wishes that we had a little more sunshine. But I was kind of hoping that those clouds would lift and we would be able to see the top of the mountains. But I mean, it's perfect hiking weather. It's probably like in the high 60s, you know, and we're even breaking a little bit of a sweat here as we walk briskly. Now we're gonna look for a bathroom and we'll continue. Yeah, what a place.
We're taking the shuttle that goes from Lake Louise to Moraine Lake. And while you can technically drive to Lake Louise, Moraine Lake is only accessible by shuttle bus. And here we are, Moraine Lake. Let's see if we can get some water at the lodge.
Cool. Oh, we got some water at the gift shop because we forgot to bring. And now let's see the lake. Let's take that iconic picture.
Actually, this view doesn't really do the lake justice. In order to truly experience it, you have to either do the trail or climb on top of that pile of rocks, as we're about to find out. Actually, I can already tell the color here is going to be a lot more striking. Let's go for a stroll on this trail, which, by the way, doesn't show up on Google Maps.
Well, they have this short trail around the lake. Maybe not around the lake, I have no idea how far it goes, but maybe we can get, you know, views from different angles.
Yeah, that color does not look natural. It is like someone dyed the water with some turquoise pigment. Not only the unique color on the water, but all these magnificent, towering mountains all around us. It is just spectacular.
The sun has come out. And look at the color on that water. That's incredible. Yeah, That's amazing. Everywhere you look, you know, everywhere you stop, it's another beautiful sight.
That's a pretty big chunk of ice up there.
I don't know if the camera can capture the saturation of that blue, but that's incredible. That doesn't look real. We've been so lucky that the sun came out and the smoke cleared. You know, it's turning out to be a great day here now at Moraine Lake. Yeah, look at that.
I think this is as far as we can go.
And this, where the boardwalk ends, that's the end of the trail. Beautiful cascade there. As far as views go, perhaps a little anticlimactic because the view back there isn't as great as the view to this side, especially since there's still a little bit of smoke on that side. But just seeing this you know, towering mountains here with the glacier, it was worth the walk for sure. Let's come down here and get one more view. And look at that.
Yeah, this place is totally amazing.
I mean, everywhere you look, you have to stop. And you know, the different, you know, hues of turquoise on the water.
And we're back by the lodge. They have canoe rentals and all that good stuff. These rooms actually must have a great view.
Rock pile, I guess in French it's called l'emboulement. Let's check it out. Trail to Consolation Lakes. It's gotta be that way, right? Let's see. Rock pile viewpoints, 100 and 300 meters. And that would be Consolation Lakes. Those stairs. It's a little bit of a climb. But I said 100 meters. We should be like halfway there, right? At least. Look at that mountain back there. That's amazing. This is amazing.
You know what's amazing? The color of the water on Moraine Lake, especially from this vantage point.
That water does not look real. Now we have nowhere to go but down. Park and ride. That's all. Alright. No more home parking. Not any parking anymore, actually.
Yeah, you're not allowed to drive your own vehicle up here anymore. And it turns out that there's more people than shuttle buses. Some of these folks are gonna have to wait for the next bus. Well, this may well have been the highlight of our time in Banff National Park so far. Now we're going to get something to eat and then visit the town of Banff, which we drove past yesterday. What a magnificent place this is. And we're back at the park and ride, and the shuttle into town.
So we are in the village and there's a restaurant over there, so that's where we're going. There's our shuttle.
It is appropriately named Mountain Restaurant and Javalanche Cafe. Very clever.
It's gonna be lunch with a view.
An ice cold IPA to begin. After all that walking, I think we deserve it. And a good ribeye for good measure.
Actually, that was pretty good. Better than expected. The chimichurri sauce, that's what does the trick. Now we either gonna take the shuttle or walk back to the campground. I don't know yet, whichever comes first. But according to this, the campground is that way.
I think we're just gonna walk. It is about 2 kilometers, a few meters here and there, give or take. It is a good 45-minute drive to the town of Banff, but we can't leave the area without seeing it. And since the main purpose of this trip is getting to Alaska, tomorrow we are going to continue the journey north. Let's take a break to admire these beautiful mountains. There's the sign welcoming us to Banff. Let's drive around a little bit and find parking. One thing is for sure, this town is happening! I think we're gonna have to find parking on one of these side streets. This looks good, and we're just a block away from the main drag. This is that iconic picture I've seen online, Banff Avenue with a massive Cascade Mountain in the background.
Everybody got the same idea.
Let's walk around a little bit.
So we came into Banff. It seems to be a very happening town here, lots of people. It's a ski resort, of course. And I had seen pictures, of this mountain in front of me, many times. This is that main street here. It's a shame that we are neither hungry nor thirsty, because there's street side cafes everywhere. So it would have been a good place to have at least a good India Pale Ale. But I paid for 1 hour parking. We'll see. We might, just stop somewhere. Maybe we might extend the parking. I don't know. it's really cool to be here in person, actually. Let's continue walking on this pedestrian street and see something might pique our interest. Must be really good ice cream.
Alright, let's sample the local craft beer here at Banff Avenue Brewing Company. The balcony would have been nicer, but there was no room. And when in Canada, we watch hockey, of course.
Florida Panthers playing.
Yeah, coincidentally, it is our own Florida Panthers playing and losing. It is time to go. That's a long line to take a picture with the sign.
Well, what can I say? Today was a long day, it was a productive day, but overall it was a great day. Tomorrow we're going to Jasper. So I bought this at Safeway. Let's see how they are. Yep. It's almost ready. Grilling under the rain.
It is time to visit the dump station.
Well, good morning. Here we are at the dump station, and yeah, everything is wet. For the first time in a long time, we actually ran out of fresh water this morning actually. I think that the tank is burping the water out as we drive along, so more research shall go into this. You see, the tank is completely empty, pretty much. And it's burping water out, so that's not supposed to happen. Well, Well, one of the stinkier dump stations we've been to in a while, but it's to be expected with the volume, of people dumping here in the morning. Now, we're going to Jasper. This is supposed to be like the most beautiful drive, the Icefields Parkway, I believe it is called. The weather, hopefully it'll improve. You never know. Enjoy the ride. It's supposed to be one of the most scenic drives in Canada.
I guess we have to re-enter the national park here, but we paid for 48 hours, so we should be good. And we are. What have we got here? Check it out! A black bear. Our first Canadian bear. Well, that was super cool. I think we're getting to the good part. Let's check out Crowfoot Glacier. There's a pullout here on the left. Yet another big chunk of ice. As we get closer, we can distinguish all the layers on the ice. It is fascinating.
It's incredible, the amount of ice, the thickness of it that remains on the mountain. I feel like it's gonna fall off any time, but I guess it doesn't. Well, so far, the Icefields Parkway, it's living up to its reputation.
Here's another view of Bow Lake, but parking is very limited.
Yeah, this is when a camper van would come in handy.
This is so beautiful. I'm really glad we added this to our Alaska itinerary. Let's stop here to get a view of Waterfowl Lakes. After crossing the Saskatchewan River, we encounter our first services along the way, so we're gonna stop and we're gonna have a quick breakfast.
Breakfast time, and let's get a taste of our first Canadian bacon. Well, it's regular bacon, but made in Canada.
We got some Canadian eggs too. Salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper. We've got ourselves a French omelette with cheese. What an exceptional landscape here with all these mountains. Let's stop real quick to admire the views. I believe these are called Panther Falls. Our next stop, the Columbia Icefield. Let's park and admire the glacier for a few minutes. This glacier, like many other, you can walk on it and they even have tours, but that was never in the scope of this trip. At this point, we're really anxious to get to Dawson Creek to do the Alaska Highway, but there will definitely have to be another more in-depth trip to the Canadian Rockies. And Jasper, which is coming up next. That's very nice that they have ample RV parking. Here's another attraction. This one is called Glacier Skywalk. soaring 280 meters or 918 feet above Songwapta Valley. Our next stop, Athabasca Falls. It is supposed to be one of the most breathtaking and powerful falls in the Canadian Rockies. It seems to be very popular.
Oh yeah, there's always one. In any case, our Athabasca Falls they're supposed to be the most powerful and breathtaking, impressive falls. One of the most in the whole Canadian Rockies, so should be a short walk. Let's see where it is. It is quite impressive. Let's see if there's another viewpoint that way. It is certainly impressive. Well, at Athabasca Falls, we're not disappointed. Now we continue going north.
We continue straddling the Athabasca River on our way to Jasper. Here we are, Jasper, the northern terminus of the Icefields Parkway, which, in the original plan, the idea was to spend a lot more time here. Apparently, there are lots of things to do, including an aerial tram, but we want to be in Fairbanks for the summer solstice, so we must go on. It is certainly a good-looking town. Here we have this steam locomotive. I love the fact that they have all this parking here on the right hand side, and pretty RV friendly too if you can find enough room. And that was Jasper in a nutshell. Now going north on the Yellowhead Highway. And these mountains, they look kind of different. It is true what they said. I think this is even more beautiful than Banff. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more beautiful, it is the gift that keeps on giving. This has got to be one of the most beautiful drives we've ever experienced. And that's it for the pretty drive. Eventually, we arrive in Hinton. We resupply and take the scenic route to Alaska, Alberta Provincial Highway 40. It is once again getting a little smoky. I think we got really lucky in Banff and Jasper with the clear skies. It is looking like the Smoky Mountains out here. We're arriving at the hamlet of Grand Cache, and there's a campground here, but I think I found a boondocking spot just a couple of kilometers down the road, so I think that's what we're gonna call it. It is a very pretty area. Different from where we were earlier for sure. This feels like a much older mountain range. I see a huge fifth wheel going in. That must be one of the camping areas. This one is too wooded though. We're looking for a place where we can use Starlink to work in the morning. Here we go. I mean, this one is pretty wooded too, but I think we can find a spot with a clear view of the northern sky. Yeah, this will work. Wow, look at that. It is beautiful out here, by the shores of the Smoky River. There's that other camping area by the river, but I think we like it where we are. It is very quiet, and we're almost all by ourselves. There's only one other camper, and we try to park as far away as possible. It is time for another RV cooking show. Today we're making chicken a la butter, a recipe I copied and modified from Cuban YouTuber Cocina con Fujita. It is now one of our favorite low-carb recipes. We begin by browning some chicken thighs, skin down, and some boneless breast as well. Yeah, it almost doesn't fit in our travel skillet here. We do have a larger one at home. We're going to season it with some camp mix, black pepper, and a little cayenne pepper as well. Might as well turn on the light, right? I'm going to turn the breasts, but let the thighs brown a little more. Oh, that's beautiful. A little salt on the skin side, and paprika, why not? Vino Seco dry cooking wine, and we'll let it boil. Although RV ranges don't quite heat up as much as domestic ones. Garlic powder, and the original recipe calls for whole small onions, but we're gonna use frozen ones because that's all we have. Anyway, this is a great departure from Fujita's recipe, but we like changing things around, like adding mushrooms, for example, and extra spices. We're going to cover it and let it boil for a good 40 to 45 minutes. And that's all there is to it.
Well, this looks really good. Cheers. Whew, so much pollen and anyway, I found this place on freecampsites.net, and there was like a camping symbol on Google as well. It's just a couple of miles north of Grand Cache, I believe is the name of the town. And well, I flew the drone earlier, and I saw that there's like a small river on that side. So those campsites on the other side of the road might have been better, but I mean, this is not bad. This is gonna be quiet. The only problem, it's besides the bugs, it is a little warm, but it's gonna cool down to like the 40s this evening, so it's gonna be fine. We just have to endure a couple hours, you know. As soon as the sun sets, it's gonna start cooling down. I don't know if you can see all the pollen, but in any case, let's walk all the way to the main road here, and they have a sign here, and let me show you. This is Boondocking, and this says user maintained area, maximum stay 14 days. So I suppose this would be equivalent to our BLM land in the USA. You know, pack it in, pack it out. It's completely natural. And yeah, this is a Highway 40 here, which goes. Tomorrow we're gonna go all the way to Dawson Creek, which is the beginning of the Alaska Highway. But I mean, it's cooler out here than inside the trailer right now. The sun is coming down, and by the way, that buttery chicken that came out so great. Oh man, we were really hungry too. So, but yeah, this is the main road here, and as you can, I don't know if you can see them, but there's some other campers down there. That's that other side that is close to the river. And we have the river right here. Let me tell you, It is so great to be here, finally, on our way to Alaska. Ooh, I'm losing my voice. In any case, we're gonna get some work done, and we'll continue the journey tomorrow.
Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. I'm riding, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Poutine on the steak. That was good. I thought it was gonna be like a steak sandwich, but it was just like an open-faced steak sandwich, but still. Now we're gonna have some coffee, and it's about another hour and a half or so to Dawson Creek, the beginning of the Alaska Highway. Cheers. You can really smell the smoke out here. Very smoky. We have 3 out of control fires next to us, but the reason I came here because they have a giant beaver. It's one of those things.
On the next one, we arrive in Dawson Creek and begin the journey on the mythical Alaska Highway, all the way from Dawson Creek to Delta Junction. Will it be as challenging as we've been led to believe? Well, there's one way to find out. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. I'm riding in my